AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Woj reports ESPN sources Syracuse basketball program is hiring a general manager. Knicks scout Alex Klein. Sources tell ESPN Klein, a 2016 Orange alumnus, will work under coach Adrian Autry on player personnel and NIL. Adrian Red Autry is a New York legend. He replaced Jim Boeheim out there for the Syracuse coaches. He's been part of the AAU. He's been in the New York City basketball system my whole life. I've always heard his name. Red Autry is talked about all the time. And this is a big deal for me. Big deal, especially with the NIL, especially with Brock Aller being who he is, Alex Klein coming from the Knicks system, working. Hopefully he was learning from Brock Aller because he was a scout with us, a scout for us. And this is the SyracuseRivals.com reporting this. GM Alex Klein, a smart hire for Syracuse basketball. Syracuse Athletics announced Friday morning that the men's basketball program has hired Alex Klein, 2016, as the program's first general manager. Klein, a Newhouse School graduate, served as a scout for the New York Knicks the past 4 years. After his initial season as head coach, one of the administrative items on Adrian Autry's priority list was making sure Syracuse joined the legions of other major Division I basketball programs, filling the newly created position of program general manager. So that's a new position. General manager. It's a new position at Syracuse. Friday's announcement that 4-year Knicks scout and 2016 SU alum Alex Klein has been hired as the GM comes at the perfect time for Autry and his current staff. When you consider that transactionally, this is a brand new SU team in the new world of college hoops. The Orange lost 7 players to the transfer portal, 1 to the NBA draft, and gained 4 players through the portal in exchange. Add to the fact that 4 other current players on the roster transferred into the program in 2023, and it leaves Chris Bell, excluding the incoming 2 freshmen, as the only organically recruited player on the likely 2024-25 roster. Klein seems like the perfect hire at this stage of his career and for the coaching staff that evolved in the spring with Dan Engelstad succeeding Jerry McNamara. Oh, Jerry McNamara used to play there, right? He was with Carmelo. As a talent evaluator for the Knicks, Klein's work was evident in draft preparation, trade deadline intelligence. Ooh, trade deadline intelligence. Free agency and behind-the-scenes handling of special projects for team executives. In other words, just the skill set Klein will rely on his new role at his alma mater will encompass primarily scouting, recruiting, handling NIL, and the eventual model for how players will be compensated, transfer portal management, and the necessary institutional fundraising, which comes with a front office position. Also credit John Waldhack and Autry for keeping pace in a rapidly changing college hoops landscape and investing in the resources necessary to help get the program back to national relevance. Now, to me, this stood out because the first thing I thought of, a former CAA associate in John Calipari. Let's not forget, the Knicks' Jalen Brunson was in disbelief over John Calipari's Arkansas news. Remember, John Calipari just left John Calipari just left Kentucky to go to Arkansas. Knicks star Jalen Brunson had a short but relatable reaction to the news that John Calipari was on his way to Arkansas. News of Calipari's likely departure came late Sunday, less than 24 hours before the NCAA championship game in Arizona, and it stunned the college basketball world. Jalen Brunson, he reacted with what? While reacting to the news posted by Shams, the Athletic Shams. Brunson played 3 years of college basketball at Villanova, which has been well documented given his close friendships with former Wildcats, current teammates John Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, fellow Knicks teammate Julius Randle is a Kentucky alum and played one season for Calipari. But the other thing is, others asked Brunson to lobby for former Villanova coach Jay Wright to take the job at Kentucky. He's not going to do that. Jay Wright's not going to go there. But remember, IQ played for Kentucky. There was a lot of Kentucky connections with the Knicks. John Calipari, right? So for me, that Syracuse thing, now we're keeping it in state. Another orange team. Adrian Autry is a New Yorker. Remember, Leon Rose, World Wide West, they're from Jersey. They're from Jersey. They very well know how much Adrian Autry means, how tied into the New York system Adrian Autry is, and just college basketball, how much he's respected. In Grant Hill's book, Grant Hill just drops a sentence or mentions everything opened up for him for the college recruiting when he was at a 5-star program and he met Adrian Autry. And he never goes back to it, never explains it further. I ain't trying to dig deep into this, but the way this thing works is behind the scenes movement. This thing opened up for Grant Hill at a 5-star program with Adrian Autry. You think Grant Hill's the only guy that Adrian Autry has ever helped out? Hell no. And Grant Hill ain't even from New York. Adrian Autry is very well tied into these people. He has the confidence of a lot of these people. Think about how the NIL, this is Conspiracy Fabian. Conspiracy Fabian has his hat on now, right? But if they had all these dealings going on with Kentucky, why not make Syracuse your landing spot for a lot of these guys through NIL deals? Now you have our guy here, Klein, the former Knicks scout, going to join Syracuse. Again, if Alex Klein, the former New York Knicks scout, if he had any real training with the Knicks under Brock Aller, the super capologist, under Leon Rose, he sees what's going on. Now they put a branch out there in Syracuse. To me, this is major news because now you have like a farm system and you could bring players and pay these guys to go to Syracuse and develop relationships. This is amazing. And, the Knicks have all these second-round picks coming up. They don't look for a first-rounder. But what if they are looking for just second-rounders? Developing relationships on this level is major. It's major. It's just key to everything. At Marquette, all these guys, Jay Wright, I'm pretty sure they had a great relationship with Jay Wright. Come on, now, it's Brunson and Jay Wright. Brunson is this guy's godson, Leon Rose's godson, right? Calipari's been in the mix with Leon Rose for years. The DeJuan Wagner family in Camden. DeJuan Wagner played under Calipari in Memphis. Don't get that twisted. DeJuan Wagner's from Camden, New Jersey. Where is World Wide West from? Camden, New Jersey. Do not get it twisted. DeJuan Wagner's father is how World Wide West and Leon Rose really got started. They met Michael Jordan through DeJuan Wagner Sr., the father, the grandfather. That Wagner family is basically Camden royalty in basketball. And they met Michael Jordan. They introduced Michael Jordan to World Wide West and Leon Rose and these guys. And that might have had maybe a major push into their agency endeavor, which is now CAA and got bought out by billions. And more importantly, help develop and cement this relationship with college basketball and all these other guys. And now we have Leon Rose officially extending a branch to Adrian Autry. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.